What the first thing you need to know, let me set the scene. My dad's a general, and my mom's a hippie. So somewhere in the middle comes a guy like me. So my dad, the general, he doesn't know anything about business, literally doesn't know about business. I'm not even sure he has a credit card today. And he shows up and in London, and he says, I don't know if this means anything, or I don't know if this can help you, but I bought you a book. And I'm like, great, Dad, a book. And it was literally this little red book. I still have it. It says, The Top 100 Companies to Work For. So I open up the first page, and it says, the #1 company in 1990 rated as the best company to work for based on all these metrics is Mars, Inc., over in Europe. I mean, this was maybe a European book, and so it says, you know, Mars is great, it does this, and I read it, that it makes Snickers and Twix, and I'm going, this is really good company, you know. I get involved with Mars, and unbelievable organization, privately owned, I don't know, call it 16, 20 billion, still run by the Mars family, and I was literally the joker in the pack over there. They put me on this accelerated development management program, which is a wonderful program that bigger companies and consumer good companies can get into, and they basically fast track you around, and it's great. And my first assignment, you get to pick, and most people pick marketing or finance or sales. I picked production. And they look at me like, what are you thinking, Curly? And I said, when do you get a chance to make M&Ms? Salomon was at this really critical point of, are we just going to be a ski company and the best ski company forever? And there were a lot of people in the company that's all they wanted it to be, the best ski company. Or could it do more? And it was a really interesting question going into sort of mid-90s. And I drew this very simple picture of a mountain. And I said, you know, the question is not, should Salomon be a ski company? It's where's the mountain going to be in 10 years? And maybe that'll give us an indication of where we should be if we're a mountain sports company. And so I ended up getting a little animated and said, I think snowboarding is going to get big. And remember in the mid-90s, it was all of a sudden happening. And I actually think you're going to find that people are going to want to discover the back of the mountain a little bit more, off-piste, you know, and do some interesting things and telemark. And by the way, in the summer, the resorts are going to need a reason to bring their people back. So maybe think about what happens, you know, with mountain biking or terrain parks, et cetera, et cetera. So I literally had all these drawings, and George Salomon's like, okay. And then I ended up joining Salomon. And a month later, I came back, and this drawing was still on this guy's wall. So, you know, you walk in and you go, okay, this is on. And I said, hey, Alain, I said, I noticed you still have the drawing. Maybe we can, you know, turn that into, I don't know, have you been showing people? He says, you asshole. You do it in the permanent ink. So, you know, we're taking a risk with some of our product range because it's not for everyone. What we know is that there are people that love it, and there are other people that, I mean, and you won't put your hand up, but there are some people that would never wear this shoe. To be honest, you're like, me? My wife said it, do I have to wear those shoes? I'm like... But I think what there is a true love and a passion for outdoors of our consumer, and it's a utilitarian need. And I think we make really comfortable, durable products that do what they say they do. They protect your toes, and it breathes at the same time. And then, I mean, our positioning is the hybrid life. And what I got to tell you is Portland is the hybrid life town. What is hybrid life? It's we encourage people to create, to play, and to care. For us at Keen to be successful, Portland needs to be successful.